27. Oh.
August 17th.
Of Ramadan.
Ramadan, sir.
Eh?
Yeah.
Today is the 17th of Ramadan. What happened on the 17th of Ramadan?
Brother.
Today is Badr. يوم الفرقان يوم التقى الجمعان. Allah Ta'ala mentions that this is the day of difference criteria between two groups. One is Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Sahaba. And one is Kuffar Quraysh, who came to wage war upon Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Sahaba in Badr. If Allah takes us again, inshallah, Makkah and Medina, there is when we go from Makkah to Medina now, there's the train and there's the highway. Generally, they take the main highway, which does not go through Badr. But there is another highway which goes through Badr. Either coming from Medina or going from Makkah, you can take that route. It's actually very nice. You will see the Red Sea. On your left hand side is the Red Sea if you take that highway. But it takes about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes more than the usual highway. You can see Badr, where Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Sahaba fought the وَإِذْ غَدَوْتَ مِنْ أَهْلِكَ لِتُبَوِّئُوا مَقَاعِدَ لِلْقِتَالِ. So, if you go to Badr, you will see the masjid where Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Qiyam, that has become a masjid now. And some of the graves of the Sahaba were shaheed. So Badr happened in Ramadan, so did Fateh Makkah. But Badr is the main criterion. You know, people say to divert the people's attention from the Sahaba and Rasulullah, they said, Karbala, Karbala. Karbala happened also, but Karbala is not as important as Badr. Because Allah has mentioned Badr in the Quran. Allah has not mentioned Karbala in the Quran. And in the Quran, Allah mentions Badr in a few places, especially the angels when they came to in the assistance of Rasulullah and the Sahaba. So, Badr is the most important war in Islam. And if you look at the odds, the Muslims had no chance to win this because they only had 2 horses. In 313 people, they only had 2 horses. Very few swords. They didn't go out to make war. They just went to try to capture Abu Sufyan and his caravan. But Abu Sufyan got away, and then he sent for help to Makkah. One of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's aunts, paternals, one of his father's sisters, Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had 4 or 5 paternals. And she had a dream in Makkah. So when she dreamed that somebody was coming from outside of Makkah on the mountain, right above the Kaaba there is a mountain, where nowadays there is this palace of the king. It's called Jabal Abi Qubais. Then somebody came on Jabal Abi Qubais and he called out to that, oh people of Makkah, come help Abu Sufyan save your man. Atika binti Abdul Muttalib, that was her name. Atika binti Abdul Muttalib. So, Abu Jahl found out. How he found out was, Atika called her brother Sayyidina Abbas and told him about her dream. So Sayyidina Abbas said, I won't mention it to anybody, and you don't mention it to anybody. Atika didn't mention it to anybody. Sayyidina Abbas went and mentioned it to one of his close friends, Walid. Walid went and told his father. So, and then the news spread around Makkah. So Abbas went to radiallahu anhu. He went into the haram to make tawaf. So Abu Jahl called him. So Abu Jahl said that before there was a man who was Nabi, now there is a woman who was Nabiya. So Sayyidina Abbas denied everything. When he came back, the women of his household, they called him a coward. That why did you deny? He said, Abu Jahl had a lot of people with him. Barhal, Abu Jahl said, if as your sister saw in her dream that in 3 days this person doesn't come and doesn't warn us, then we will tell the whole of the Arabs that you are the most lying family in the Arabs. Yani Banu Abdul Muttalib are liars. But what happened was in the morning of the 3rd day, the rider came and he told them, and then Abu Jahl and company forgot all about the dream of Atika, radiallahu anha, the aunt of Rasulullah. And then they went to Badr. And when they reached Badr, they were completely, they had complete armor, weapons, everything. And then the battle of Badr took place. And Allah Ta'ala helped his Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and they were defeated. And Abu Jahl was killed, Utbah was killed, Shayba was killed. Many of their, 70 of their major warriors were killed. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam lost about 12 or 13 companions. One of them was from his own family, Ubaydah ibn Harith ibn Abdul Muttalib. He was the cousin of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. He was shaheed. So Badr is the mark of Islam. So whenever calamity comes upon the Muslims, and it seems that they will be completely destroyed, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends nusrah to them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends nusrah to them. At this moment in time, we all think that Gaza will be completely flattened. There is nobody to help them. Yes, that's true. But Allah is with them. Who is with them? Allah is with them. And from out of all this, Islam will rise. Don't ever give up on Allah. لا تيأسوا من روح الله إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون. Don't give up hope in Allah. When everybody gives up hope in Allah, only those who give up hope in Allah are those who disbelieve in Allah. إنه لا ييأس من روح الله إلا القوم الكافرون. So, inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it that they will rise. The people of Gaza will be the Mujahideen. If we can't do nothing for them, make dua for them. If we can't make dua for them, don't criticize them. The people criticize sitting here. Why did they do this? We are not in their situation, we don't know. But Allah's nusrah comes. I remember many years ago, in 1995 I think it was, when the Bosnian War was going on. In Camp David here, Clinton was then president. He called a meeting immediately. Until then, the Bosnians were being slaughtered, nobody helped them. Then all of a sudden, the meeting was called that we should shut this war and this and that. So we made inquiry. So we found out that the Mujahideen who were there, they had started to win. And when they had started to win, they took land from the Serbs and the Croats. What they couldn't take in a year or two, they took in hours. So they captured some of the Serb soldiers. So they asked them that, were you afraid of the Bosnian Muslims? He said, we were not afraid of them. We were afraid of them who came from the heavens. We were afraid of them who came from the heavens. He said, what came from the heavens? They said there were people on horses. There were people on horses. For us, this is unbelievable. But Allah's Nusra does come. Allah's Nusra does come. Allah sends malaika when there are people there who believe in Allah. So they said they came and they didn't use guns, they said they used swords. And they said that how we know is when they touched our soldiers' necks, they came off. And they flew from one side to about 300 meters. So Allah's Nusra does come. Allah's Nusra does come. Even in this time, even in this era. There was another waqiyah in Afghanistan during the Russian occupation. There was a person who was very cowardly. And he couldn't fight. But he told the Amir that I can't fight, I am very scared. But I'm a good cook, I'll cook for you. So he went in the mountains to pick up palak. You know, palak is vegetable that we eat. Spinach. So he went to pick up spinach. So he didn't know that on the mountain top, the Russians were hiding in the grass, in the spinach. So when he went to pick a spinach up, he picked the helmet up. He saw a Russian soldier. So the Russians, about 40, 50, they surrounded him. But they started mocking him. Because he had a rifle which was 100 years old. They had the latest technology. They said to him, see now, who is greater, your Allah or us? They said, who is greater, your Allah or us? So, what do you do when you have 50 people pointing a gun at you? Peshab ho jata hai. So he said, Allah is the great. They were amazed at his answer. So they took him to their commander. So they had a tent. I read this many years ago. So the commander said, if your rifle can shoot this tent, we will all become your prisoners. This is unbelievable. Huh? So he said, let me do 2 rakats. So he did 2 rakats. Now imagine how his 2 rakats were. Because there's 50, 60 guns pointing at him. He made dua to Allah. That, oh Allah, the challenge is to you, not to me. Oh Allah, the challenge is to you, not to me. If I can't shoot it, no problem. Because they know I can't shoot it. But if you put the power in this rifle to shoot this tent, then your greatness will be shown to you. Then he had an old bullet, he put the bullet, and he aimed at the turret of the tent. And Allah made it that the tent blew up. It blew up. They got scared. So he went to get palak. What did he go to get? Palak. Spinach. And he brought back 50 prisoners. The commander of the Taliban, the commander of the Mujahideen, he was amazed also at this. He said, how did you do this? He said, I don't know, Allah did it. So Allah does things. When everything is, nothing is there, Allah is still there. And لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي. Allah's taqat, Allah's qudrat, nobody can change it. No matter what they have. But today's Muslim thinks that if everybody has left them, all the Muslim nations, all those mighty, powerful armies of all the Muslim world, they cannot even give them one gun. That doesn't mean Allah has left them. Allah is there with them. In tansurullah yansurkum wa yuthabbit aqdamakum. So make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give nusrah to the people of Gaza, people of Palestine. Allah give them the taqat to face the enemy. We've seen it in our lifetime where two superpowers have lost. Bas. Allah Ta'ala has tawfiq.